Welcome everybody to the presentation video of the Cognitive Bias course where I explain what's in the course, how you're going to benefit, the pricing structure, everything around it. All right. So first of all, I've been asked many times over the past few months and weeks for people saying, yo, where's your course? Where is it? And I've said over and over again, I don't have a course. I don't have a course for sale. But there is a lot of information that's out there that's needed, especially in a setting where people can access and go back to. And it's premium content that you really won't find on YouTube, where I explain the kind of the depths behind certain things within essentially building a successful Shopify store or just store in general for e-commerce. Now, this course is a course behind the cognitive biases. And what is a cognitive bias? It's essentially a human way of thinking that humans can't break from. If we take the word specifically and break it down, the word cognitive means mental thinking, right? And bias means something that's a default within the body, right? Or not necessarily within the body, but it's a bias. It's a default, right? And so we humans, we have this default way of thinking that we really can't break from, and we don't even notice it in real time. So why these things are important, why are cognitive biases important? They're used everywhere you go when it comes to making a purchasing decision. Any company that has some sort of success has used cognitive biases, whether they mean to or they don't. And I've learned what cognitive biases are, and I've used them in my businesses, and I've seen tremendous amount of results in terms of my actual work. One of my biggest problems was I was always driving traffic to my businesses, but I had trouble actually figuring out, how do I get the traffic to convert? And if I get them to convert, how can I get them to convert at a high level so I get a lot of the customers that are coming to my website actually spending money with me? These were some problems that I had, and it took years to kind of figure out, how to solve these problems. And it came down to what I was presenting to the world, right? That's what it came down to. And the truth is, what you present to the world affects heuristics, it affects statistics, and people look at your business and they come up with a default impression because of these cognitive biases, whether they're present or they're not, right? And when people have a certain impression on your business, it is hard for them. It is possible for them to change their first impression, but it's definitely hard. So we want to make sure that the first interaction that a consumer has with your business is a positive one. So we make sure that we put in front of them the proper techniques and also cognitive biases to get the customer to think positively of your business. And that builds one thing that we all need in our businesses, and that's trust. At the end of the day, if a consumer trusts your business, they're more likely to be spending money with you than anybody else. So you have to be aware that trust is the most important thing. And if you can hit the cognitive biases on the right angle, presenting them the right way for your consumers, then you're going to develop trust. And when trust is there, sales go up. And that's just, there's no denying that, right? Look at Amazon, the biggest company in the world, or one of the biggest companies in the world. They have all the trust in the world, right? Everybody knows, hey, just order something from Amazon, no problems. And people do, and whether they like it or not, they could always refund. And there's really no problem behind that. And that's why Amazon is one of literally the most successful companies in the universe, simply because of trust, right? If you didn't trust the company, you wouldn't order from their company, period, right? Unless there was a dire need for a product, you really wouldn't. Well, understanding these cognitive biases gives you an ability to understand your market. You have to put yourself in a consumer's shoes, and you have to understand what it takes for them to buy. What are they looking for, right? What are the problems that they might be experiencing? What are the questions that they might be having? And for me, I can't answer those questions for you because every industry and every business is different, right? So if I'm selling soda, the needs of consumers much different if I'm selling a desk. Does that make sense? And so if these needs are extremely different, then we need to teach the actual source of the knowledge. And that's understanding the cognitive biases. Because if you understand the cognitive biases, you could build any business. And these are things that not just me, but many other large entrepreneurs, very successful, very well known, Charlie Munger, Tai Lopez, just to name a few, have talked about. And without them, I would have never learned the cognitive biases. But most importantly, taking what they've talked about and then using it into my own business and spending years of research, spending years of time building traffic, building businesses, and seeing my success and my results, which of course the results do vary. I have a screenshot on the website that shows, on the course website, that shows kind of the difference of what, essentially boosting your conversion rate will do and boosting that traffic and getting more sales. Now, I could put up as many screenshots as I want, and there's a whole lot of people who put up fake screenshots. So in my opinion, screenshots don't really mean anything. If you're going to judge the success of the course, base it on yourself. Ask yourself, am I building traffic to my website, but I just can't seem to get them to convert? Is that one of the problems that I'm experiencing? Then this course might be for you. It's not going to be for somebody who has a good conversion rate. It's not going to be for somebody who doesn't even have any traffic. The ideal person for this course is somebody who's getting some kind of traffic but just can't seem to get them to make that purchasing decision. Now, to talk about what's in the course, there are two types of videos in the course, but there are many different lessons in the course, right? So we're constantly updating the course, adding more and more content depending on your needs and what I want to put out there. Also, the course has, like I said, two different types of videos. The first type of video will be a black screen with the words in front of it, and I'll be describing and explaining real-life examples of that cognitive bias. I'll give real life examples of companies that previously, where I could see an example and I could talk about an example of that cognitive bias and how it's used. I'll give you some ideas around how it's used, some inspiration. And then the other type of video is where I go an on-screen type of video where I show you guys in my computer, giving you guys live examples of certain cognitive biases, how they can affect positively or negatively into your business and how you can implement them. So that's the two type of content, very, very simple. Now, let's go ahead and break down the pricing structure. So for me personally, I wanted to charge about $49 for this course, but I realized that, there are people all over the world going to be seeing this course and going to have, a desire for it. They're going to have a need for it. So I said not everybody has $49 to start off with. So what I decided to do is I did it on a pay what you feel is fair kind of basis. So for me, the minimum that I'll accept for the course is $29. So if you pay $29, you get access to the course. But on the actual payment page, you'll see that you can pay whatever you want, right? So if you feel that it's fair to pay $49, go ahead and pay $49. If you feel that it's fair to pay $29, go ahead and pay $29. If you feel that it's fair to pay $100, go ahead and do that. The reason why I do that is because I want to take the power away from the fake gurus, okay? I want to put out good courses, good information that people can not only access, but pay a price that they want to pay, assuming that I'm okay with that price, and there's always a minimum threshold. So for this course, it's $29, okay? Now, with that being said, there are currently, I believe, and at the time of recording this, it's April 6th, there's going to be more and more content being added, but I believe there are about 14 lessons in the video already. If you add up all the time, it's well over an hour, but with that being said, I hope you guys enjoy the course. And like I said, the cognitive bias is one of the many things that gets you on that route to success. It's not the only thing by any means, right? So if you have absolutely no traffic and your website is highly, converted, I guess you could say, or can convert, you're still not going to be successful, right? There are many different options. There are many different things, different moving parts, I guess you could say, to a successful business. So by no means is this course going to take you from, 0 to 1 million. But what it will do is it will create a foundation to understand consumer behavior, what makes people buy. That's at the end of the day what this course really is. All right, guys. So I'll talk to you guys later. Thank you guys for watching. And we're going to get back to our normal posting schedule every single day. At least that's what I'm going for. And we're going to be creating free value, free content. And if you can't order the course, it's not a problem at all. We're going to keep posting all this free content here on the YouTube channel. All right. I'll talk to you guys later. Thank you guys for watching. Peace out. Bye.